The European Parliament calls to issue an arrest warrant for Lukashenko. This is something that I would love to see, would absolutely love to see. So, Belarus call for international arrest warrant for Lukashenko. Belarus is responsible for damage caused to and crimes committed in Ukraine. MEPs point out, including the regime's role in illegal transfers of children, which did happen because some children were taken from Ukraine, from the occupied territories, and they were actually transferred to Belarus. I remember I've heard reading the news about it. I've heard about it. The report therefore calls on the EU institutions and member states to take all necessary steps at international level to enable the criminal prosecution of those Belarusian politicians and military leaders responsible for crimes against humanity and genocide. It's just interesting that just bombing the shit out of Ukraine is not really considered crimes against humanity and genocide, but deporting children is considered that. Like, maybe like I'm autistic, maybe I'm like out of touch with reality, but I feel like starting the absolutely unjust war against the country, trying to occupy it, trying to eradicate it, trying to literally kill everyone that you can see in Ukraine, which is exactly what Russia is doing. I think that is already a crime against humanity and a genocide. And yet, deporting children is what got International Criminal Court to issue the arrest warrant for Putin. For Putin and Maria Lvova-Belova, which is just insane to me, but whatever, okay, no here, no there. So with the International Criminal Court, ICC already having issued arrest warrants for Putin and Lvova-Belova, and peace called on the ICC to consider a similar arrest warrant for Lukashenko, for Alexander Lukashenko, who is the dictator and usurper of Belarus. The Council should also expand the list of Belarusian and Russian individuals sanctioned by the EU, including those involved in forced deportation of Ukrainian children, MEP says. This is brilliant, and I really truly hope that this will be the case, that this will actually happen. Because, as we will discuss later, this does affect things. And Putler, that fucking piece of garbage, despite the fact that he's trying to fucking portray himself as this kind of a bravado macho man, he's just a scared piece of shit. And yeah, I'll tell you later basically about it. But anyway, so back to Lukashenko. I would absolutely definitely love this to happen. It's not like he's traveling much anyway, to be honest, but just this whole sort of symbolic gesture is what like should definitely happen, because it should send signal to all the other dictators in this fucking world, including the Chinese piece of shit as well, that shit like that should not fly in 21st century and would not fly. Just like the message itself should matter a lot. And that's just like a little sort of like a banner that people made. Sasha, which is like a short name for Alexander, we bought you a ticket into Hague. It would be so amazing to see Lukashenko, Putler, and fucking all of the other pieces of shit who started this war, who murdered people inside their own countries for like all the political prosecution on things like that. Like, it would be so amazing to see all these people in court in Hague and then sentenced to life in jail. Just like, not just somebody like killed them in some drone attack, or no, for them to rot in a fucking jail. And not in some like fancy fucking jail in Hague or whatever. No, to rot in a piece of shit, absolutely garbage cells in like somewhere in like fucking Siberia or something like that. It would be so brilliant. Fingers crossed. We can see it happening soon, hopefully.